I just don't think it's possible or probable in today's world to distinguish yourself as an educational institution or as a success seeker at the level of information gathering or information distribution. I mean, this is the information age, and you can get a great book, a great essay, a great idea anywhere, you know, and none of us can do that better than the internet, right? There is no great thought leader who can outthink the internet. Like, we have data. What Alt MBA gets right is it puts you in a context where you're part of a community that says, yeah, that's good. You got access to ideas, you got access to information, that's awesome, but when are you gonna show up? When are you gonna face that blank page? When are you gonna face the possibilities within you? When are you gonna face those fears? I'm not gonna let you hide. You gotta show up. And that's the hardest part. And it sounds simple, it sounds very commonsensical, but it's the number one reason why we don't write that book. It's the number one reason why we don't ask that question. It's not because we don't know or we don't have the information. We don't have an environment and we don't have a support network that makes it feel like showing up is possible for me. Not just possible for the success stories I see out there, but I can show up.
So the longer I reflect on that testimony, the more I realize that's what every educational institution is there for. Like, the idea of having an environment where there are support networks and there are people who are walking on that same path to getting their degree or learning. But in addition to the 60 videos and the blog posts that are centered around studying and learning, I think we could achieve some type of maybe grassroots community through what we're trying to build in these meetings. And so that's just something to keep in mind, because I've had a few conversations with Catherine about grassroots community and what that really means. But like, what I'm trying to get at is, I can imagine a place where 60 videos are really polished of that playlist, Jeff, and like really, videos are done, like really in interactive activities. But if students are left by themselves, like how most of my peers are in our upper division CS courses, there's still a ton of barriers in like actually, you know, picking those skills or picking those activities up and implementing them in their courses. So uh, that's part of the reason why I think we're so focused on what does community mean, and where can we derive real change.